Good morning, my loves. This is your girl Lisa, and I'm coming straight from the Boudoir Bungalow. I wanted to hop on here because so many of you guys, after your session, are asking, Lisa, can you give me the order of your makeup routine that you do on our faces? And I thought today would be the perfect day. I don't have a client. I'm getting ready. So this is me, fresh face. I just have moisturizer on. I just washed my face. I'm sorry about my voice. We had a come to Jesus meeting with my kids a couple days ago, and I did lose my voice. My kids apparently don't understand me when I talk in a normal voice because that's mommy, our friend. So I think it's got a little louder. Anywho, so my voice is starting to come back. Sounds good. But let me kind of go through the routine with you. I'm going to use the products that I use on my clients and show you how we get the face looking so amazing. Okay, number one, start with eyes. Believe it or not. So with my clients, I always start with the eyes, and we start with a concealer. So I love this e.l.f. concealer in the white with the white lid. This is their e.l.f. camo. This is the hydrating concealer. If you have more mature skin like I do, you want the hydration. So I start with a primer on the lids, just like this, and just like this. Now, I do have microbladed eyebrows, so you're going to see me here in a little bit clean off my eyebrows after doing this. That is because you won't be able to see them because this is like camo concealer. Now, this is a beauty blender, and I do get this wet. So wet, and then wring out the excess, and then just blend this in. Now, this is going to act like a primer for our eyeshadow. Now, I don't typically wear a lot of eyeshadow. For the day, not anymore. I used to wear eyeshadow every single day, and I mean, I do wear it, but I don't do the cut crease and all the fun things that I do for you guys. But I'm going to go through that process with you guys so that you can see it. Now, I am going to use this Morph palette. This is what I use on you all as well. And I'm just going to take a neutral color. So anything that's like a soft beigey or white, that's what I do with you all. And I put the color all over. I feel like this is really hard for you guys to see. Can you guys see this? I hope so. I feel like I'm kind of far away. So that really light color goes all over the lid. Perfect. Yay. Okay. Now, for you all, I take an angled brush. I'm looking for her. Well, like this. And I'm going to use, usually I use like a taupey brown. So one of these like kind of lighter. We're going to make it darker, but we're going to start. Now, for you guys, you've probably seen me like use tissue, and I'll go like this. For myself, I don't need to do that. I know, this is like the most horrible lighting ever. Oh, that's better, but I don't really want to. Okay, I don't know how these makeup artists do this. So we're just building out the shape there in your crease. Why do I not have, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I just remembered I have a tripod. Okay. I think we can do this. Can totally do this. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Oh, yay. We're getting there. Okay, so you're just going to build out just like that. So just a little bit of your eye shape. And this is what I do for you guys as well. So here we go. This is the palette. So we're taking like some of these just little neutral building out this eye shape. Now, for those of you who are watching along and you've got the eye shape down or you've paused the video, awesome. I have to look at the mirror too. I don't know, again, how these makeup artists do it. And again, I apologize for my crazy voice. Oh, let's drop my brush. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take a little brush, a little fluffy brush, like this, and a little bit of a lighter color, like this. And I'm going to go in and kind of buff all this out. And I'm going to take it right up to the brow. Now, this is not how I do my everyday makeup. This is the makeup that I do for my clients to give a kind of soft, natural glam. And I get asked all the time about the order of the makeup. So I thought, what better way than to do a video. So again, you have the Morph palette. I've got one eye a little darker. So I'm going to go back in. I blend that a little bit more. Now, if you have excess, I just brush that off. This is so wild because I have never done my makeup looking in a phone camera. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. I do feel like this side is a little bit darker. Again, trying to look in this camera and do this makeup. I definitely think this is an art that you have to perfect. Okay, then I'm gonna brush away the excess here. Beautiful. All right, now I am going to curl my lashes and add mascara. Now this is from my own makeup bag. Curl. I'm gonna throw on some mascara. Do the other one. Now, I like this product. This is Big Papa. I do use a few Wet n Wild products. And let me tell you why. One, they don't test on animals. And two, they work really well. They work as well as some of the big brands. Perfect. Okay, now, I'm not too hyper concerned about mascara because I'm going to add a lash. And it's the same thing I do for you guys, okay? So we're going to add a lash. And I have new eyelash glue in here. All right, so the way I do my lashes. Now, I do put your lashes on a little bit different because I put mine on underneath. So I am going to take the lash. This is Kiss Lash 11. So I do take the lash, just like I do for you guys, and I cut a little bit off on the outside corner. Now, some people cut the inside corner. I cut the outside. Now, for me, I do my lashes underneath. I do not do the lashes underneath for you all, but I'm going to show you how I do them for myself. This is the only thing I'm changing besides what I would do for you all. The lash glue I use is in the green box. It's Duo. Oop, I'm getting the box. It's Duo in the green box. So it is the white clear green box. I put eyelash glue underneath and then I put it on the outside of my band. Now, I learned this little trick on TikTok, and I have done it ever since. Now, apparently I cannot do this. While looking at the camera, but I'm going to try. Oh, we're close. Let me fix this one side. Yay, no lash, lash. Perfect. Ooh, okay. Now we're gonna do the other one. Cutting a little bit of the band. I do the same thing for yours too. I don't like a full band. Put the lash on the outside. Well, that definitely went on better. Well, just thawed. I just took it off. I didn't mean to. Oh, shoot. This is so hard for me to do on the camera. Hold on, team. We're getting there. Whew, there we go. Okay. Yay. All right. Lash. Come in here and buff this out again. Again. Yay, lash. Okay, now, the next thing I do after I do lashes for you guys is I add a little bit of shimmer. And I'm obsessed with these little e.l.f. shimmer pots. The color I use most is called Comet. And she is going to go right here. And the reason she goes right on your eyelid, and the reason I do her after the lashes is because the lash band will not stick to your eyelid with this, because this is like a liquid eyeshadow. And she just gives that really pretty shimmer. Now, you're going to use this little brush and just blend that in a little bit. Perfect. And then I take my fluffy brush and I go back over that line again there in the crease. Kind of blend all that together. All right, eyes are starting to pop. Now, sometimes I'll add a little winged powder liner. I don't like to use a harsh liner. And sometimes I get glitter on the lashes and I have to try to get that off. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I do like to take a makeup wipe at this point and clean up around the eye. I do this for my clients before we go into eyeliner. So this is what we have so far. Or not eyeliner, excuse me, foundation. Okay, we are going to do foundation next. Now, I sometimes use two types of foundation. Two. One, I love Infallible by L'Oreal, and this is a 24-hour wear makeup. I love it, and I have it, and I use it on my clients. I also use Wet n Wild Photo Finish. This Photo Focus foundation is amazing. And you guys can look it up on TikTok. I use this for my everyday makeup. It's just absolutely perfect. This is the shade that I use right now, called Golden Beige, because I've been self-tanning and I'm outside. This Photo Focus foundation is absolutely perfect for on camera. It's perfect. So that's what we're gonna use. So you just take it. And this is, again, what I use on my clients too. I use on myself. So I'm not using anything on you guys I don't use too. Boop. Put that on. I like to buff this in with a brush and then go back over it with a beauty blender. This is the brush I use. Now, for mature skin, and I even do this on my clients regardless, I do not put my foundation all the way up under my eye. I will show you what we're gonna do there. So we're just buffing this in, tap, 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 stippling kind of effect. Again, not going all the way up under the eye. Makeup always makes my nose run, regardless of what time of year. It is so funny. Buff, buff, buff. Make sure you get your neck. Both sides of your nose. And then up here. Now, I try not to get this in my eyebrows because, like I said, my eyebrows are microbladed and I don't want to cover them up. Okay. Just going to do a double check over here in the mirror. Okay. So that's the Photo Focus. Looking pretty good. All right, now what I do with my beauty blender, put it back in here. I'll just kind of go back through my beauty blender and I just kind of make sure all that looks pretty good and blended and nice and soft and blurred. Okay. Next step for you and for me, for my clients. I go here, here, and a little under there. Here, here, and here. Sometimes I'll go here and underneath. Cheekbone. Nope. And again, that was e.l.f. the hydration camo concealer and this Photo Focus foundation. Now, you're going to take your beauty blender and we're just dabbing and filling all that in. So funny because I might be going fishing later with my kids and this is a lot of makeup to have on for that, but this is really the only time I had to do this video and you guys have been asking me for it. Okay, now we're gonna go in here and we're just pulling that up. Now, the reason I didn't put foundation all the way up underneath my eye and then put the concealer on top of that, the more layering that you do for mature skin, the more you're going to have that creepy kind of skin underneath. Now we're just pulling that up. All right, same thing here. Now, the main reason I wanted to do this video, one, is you guys asked me about the products, but two, you guys asked me about the series of events. What do we do? First, second, and third. Yay. I will pull this down beside my nose a little bit. Beautiful. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, right? Now, I'm going to blend this a little bit with my foundation brush again. Okay, perfect. Now, I will do some setting powder. Again, I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. You guys, makeup does not have to be super expensive to be good. I will use one of these little footprint pads. No, I don't know what these are called. These little puffs. And I'll go in and small, bake that right underneath the eye. Tap off the excess. Beautiful. Okay. You guys, I just made like the biggest mess. Okay, I'm cleaning it up. I just dropped something. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, time for blush. All right, blush, again, highly pigmented, gorgeous blush. I like to use Wet n Wild, believe it or not. Bed of Roses, and there's one called Pink Petals. Oh, this one's called Mellow Wine. And then Pink Petals. I like the one that's just a little more peachy pink. What's going on next? And we're building it up. Again, it's all about pulling the face up. Giving us a little lift. Now, I like blush. And if you're not used to blush when you come here for a session, we have to add some color to the skin because the lighting is really going to wash away about 50% of your makeup. So it's going to be a little heavier than what you're used to. Okay, we're getting there. I did not take a before and after, so this is so funny. Okay. Now, things are looking pretty good, but we don't have any eyebrows. I like to take my makeup wipe. I wipe off any foundation that's on my face. I also like to kind of clean off my moles a little bit. All right, then I have to go in here and clean off these eyebrows. Now, for me, I like a good eyebrow. Touch that up right there a little bit. All right, now, for you all, I am really cognizant of your eye shape, your eyebrows, all the things. For me, I like something a little heavier. I don't even know if I can do this on camera. Let me see. Okay. Now, I just fill my brows in with powder. I just think I like it's a softer look for me. And that's all I do. So I'm going to do this one too. There. And that's really all I do. Okay, so now I have eyebrows. Now, I'm going to buff and blend all this in with Fit Me. This is by Maybelline. I love these. I have them in every color. This is my favorite pressed powder. I do use it, though, with a brush for my clients. I really love this finish. Again, I'm going to buff and kind of blend all this up. This kind of sets everything for me and for my clients. Blends it all. Now, sometimes I will use a contour on my clients. Sometimes I don't. It really just depends on if you've been in the sun, if we need that little bronze. I will be doing some bronzing for me. I use this bronzer palette. And this is from Profusion. And I'll kind of use it right there on the jawline. My nose. Around my forehead. Again, lifting everything up. And then I'll go and buff that back in, so it's not so harsh. Beautiful. Okay, moving on. The last little thing I do before like lip liner and stuff like that, which I'm not going to do because you guys know lip liner and lip gloss is last. And I'm going to push back out. Highlighter. And shocker, the highlighter that I love is called Hello Halo, and it is by Wet n Wild. I like to do two things. One, I like to take a small little brush and I put highlighter right there, corner of the eye. Give us that little pop. Then I like to put it on the bridge, nose, Cupid's bow. Put a little bit at the top of this eyebrow, a little bit on the top of this eyebrow. The peak of this. And I use a little fan brush. And we're going to go there. And there you have it. The last thing I might do for my clients, for you guys, let's go back into this Morph palette. And I like to use one of these pretty shimmery coppers or browns, even these up here. I'm going to use this one and a little bit of this. And I'm going to go right underneath. Create a soft little buffering of shadow liner. There you have it. Oh my gosh, my voice. You guys are going to watch this back and be like, what happened to Lisa? Yay. All right. And there is the soft, natural glam look. Now, obviously, I haven't done my hair. And that'll be next for me. There you go, though. That is the soft, natural glam look I do for my clients. And the order and all the products that I use. Hopefully you guys were able to follow along. I love blush, so I'm going to be adding some more. There you have it. Pretty soft. Nothing too harsh. Just leaving it amazing. I'll buffer this out just a little bit. Buff, buff, buff. No harsh lines. Soft, natural glam. All right. Love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day.